Hey, how you doing today? I'm Christopher Harrell at JTech, and today I'm gonna be doing a video in electrical 2 today, and we're gonna be performing some charging system and operation testing. Testing AC voltage on the oscilloscope, using the DVOM a little bit, showing you a couple schematics on a few things, and that's about it. But first, I'm gonna show you how to read an alternator on a oscilloscope. I have my oscilloscope connected, one to a ground, one to channel 1. Channel 1 is on power, ground is on a good ground. We're gonna go to the option that says 4-channel oscilloscope. Then we're gonna go to the component selection, electrical. We're gonna test the, okay, we're testing the alternator. So we're gonna do alternator ripple. Alternator ripple, okay. Had a little mishap there, okay. And pretty much we can cut down the milliseconds if we want to. So we're gonna cut it down to 2 milliseconds to get a better look at the ripple. All right, that's your waveform at 2 milliseconds. On this alternator, it has some abnormal spikes. It don't supposed to be more than 0.5, but a couple of them are. So that's not really normal. It usually shouldn't go outside of, about right here, which is a little bit over 0.5. Each of those are 0.2 milliseconds. So like I said, on this battery is abnormal. Those couple of those spikes are, but it's just really showing the strength of the diodes, and if you had bad diodes, those long spikes, it would be more of those, and the smaller spikes are the DC current. I'm going to test the amperage to see how much voltage drop I have between the B positive, get it down here, the B positive, and the negative terminal of the battery. That's how I'm going to test. First I took my red lead and I put it on 20 amps, and then I put my black lead and I put it right here, as you always do. I'm going to take my DVOM and I'm going to turn it all the way to 20 amps. All right, now it's on 20 amps. Now I can put my red here, my red lead here, and my black lead here, and it shouldn't read no more than 0.5. It's at 0.4. So I couldn't get the read. It's at 0.4, so we within spec. Now I'm going to perform a voltage drop test across the negative side of the alternator. I had to switch my leads up and put it back right here for the voltage drop test. Then I'm going to turn it over to volts. I'm going to put my red lead on the case of the alternator, and I'm gonna put my black lead on the good ground. .3.8 millivolts. All right, now I'm gonna test across the positive side of the alternator. First, I'm gonna take my first I'm gonna turn it on the volts. Then I'm going to put my positive wire onto the B positive side of the alternator, and I'm going to put my my black lead on the positive side. And 274 millivolts, so it's within spec, so that's pretty good. Right here I've printed out a schematic of the car that we was on to show you on it the charging system in the schematic. This is the positive battery cable, and it goes to the B positive. That's the B positive side of the alternator. This is the alternator. This side is the ground side, which is going to ground, and that's the ground side of the battery, which is going to ground also. So this is the positive side of the battery, and this is the B positive side of the alternator. All right, now I'm going to show you some components of the alternator. This is the rotor, which is your electromagnet. These are the field windings that get the electric charge, and when they spin, when it spins inside of here, it creates amperage, and when and then the amperage will come out to these three diodes, which convert come into the diodes and the diode bridge, and the rectifier, and they convert AC to DC current, and then once it's converted, it goes to the battery, the positive side. It comes out it comes out the power side, and that's how it charges the battery. This is your voltage regulator, which regulates voltage depending on what output needed, depending on what the output needed for the alternator is. These are the brushes that rub this. The contact points of the brushes are these two, one negative and one positive. About to perform
hold on. Go ahead.
Now I'm about to perform a parasitic draw test, which on that test is you get your DVOM. You put your red lead on the 20 amps. We testing parasitic draw. You test it for amps. That's leaving your battery. You turn this all the way to 20 amps. You take your negative post. You take it off. Then you take your red lead and you put it on the negative post of the battery. Then you take your black lead and put it on the actual cable of the battery. And it's 0.25 amps. So that's pretty good. That's within specs. It should be anything over 0.50 volts is out of specs. I'm going to show you how to get open voltage. When I connect this positive and negative lead, it's going to come up in volts right here on your charging system. This is your open voltage before you can turn the car on. When I turn the car on, that's going to be my charging voltage. Give me 1 second. Let it smooth out a little bit, probably for a few seconds, and that will be my charging voltage right here. So around about 13.1 now is my charging voltage. That's my charging voltage. Got it. Alright, now I'm going to put a load on the car just to test the amperage. I'm going to lower this down to about 10 volts or 9.6, and we're going to read amps here. Alright, go ahead, put up to 2500. Good. We're going to load it down. Those are my amps.